Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining tonight's post-game press conference following the 2-1 win over San Jose. Just a quick note or two. This is the first loss that San Jose has had at home since September 24th, 2022. AZ's Jackson's first start and Sam Adeniran's first MLS goal. We're going to kick it off with an opening statement with Coach Carnell, followed by questions. So, Coach, you've got the floor.
Thanks, John.
Recording in progress.
Good evening, guys. Listen, we knew we're going to have a tough game here in San Jose. So for us, it was about to be mentally prepared for a tough game and to be smart in our process and the journey over 90 minutes. And I thought we'd get off to a really good start and controlled pretty much the proceedings, and credit to the boys. A real professional performance. And I've been waiting for a moment like this for everyone. We always speak about internal competition and we always speak about growth as a club, and a moment like this to, we always spoke about the summer months are coming, and for sure this is just 3 points, but for me it's more than 3 points. It's about guys, who finally get their reward for finally training, all the months of being second string and just being a supportive, great teammate, and now they can get and go and put it on display. So, just happy, proud coach here, sitting here today, and then, the fairy tale as it so be, get the call from, make sure that we can get Sam back in time and we orchestrate this and get it sorted out. And he arrives at the dinner table yesterday, and massive story, just prevailed as a dream would prevail. So proud of the performance, and these are moments for us of growth and moments for us to cherish through the season. So happy that the team's got through 10 wins now, which is a massive milestone for the club.
Thanks, Coach. We'll go to questions. First, we'll go to Santiago, then go to Tom Timmerman.
Bradley, congratulations. Miguel Perez, he played in a different role today, not his usual defensive mid. Can you talk about what his role was today and how he looked today?
Yeah, I think against the ball he was a defensive midfielder, right? So just connecting on the weak side, but in the attack he was able to find little pockets in an attacking 8 role. So yeah, I thought Miggy did really well. He just got a little knock on his ankle going into the half, so that just plagued him through the rest of the half. So we just wanted to get a fit, strong Indy on, and get the next wave of fresh guys in there. So I thought he did a good job, and he stuck to the detail and the game plan really well.
Next, we'll go to Tom.
Brad, bringing Sam Adeniran in, who hasn't practiced with you guys for 2 months, was there any uncertainty about that? And then what did you see from Sam, and what did it take to get him here for the game?
It took a phone call. I'm glad he answered. Listen, it's not something that's uncommon. I mean, when we called Tim Parker, he flew straight down from Vancouver, I think it was, to Tijuana. And we played with the Red Bulls against Tijuana, and we won the game. He started the game. So I don't think it's uncommon, this type of move. Sam knows he spent the preseason with us. He's had some appearances. This was just for him to get a start. He's had a hot run of form at the USL, and at the time Sam was looking for minutes. We weren't able to get them minutes, right? So to get him minutes and for him to get some quality minutes at San Antonio, and great shout out to them because they kept him going and he got rewarded. He scored 4 goals in his last 7 games, so he came prepared. He's kept his head down and worked hard, and you could see that tonight. And then how it translates on the field now, he's a menace. He uses his body well. He can run the line. There's different weapons. He's a left footer, so it's always dangerous when he's going down the left hand side. It was fun to watch.
And you going to keep him around?
He's still got ways to go. And Sam will know that, right? So, and I'm talking about in terms of ways to go from a fitness standpoint, and just to keep him connected to the group and make sure we bring in Sam along in the best way possible. But what a better start to reintegrate Sam.
Next, we'll go to Ben Hockman.
Hey Bradley,
Hey,
can you put into words what you saw out of AZ Jackson tonight regarding his energy and his skill?
Yeah, AZ brings a weapon in the transition. Our bread and butter is working in the transition. So, and you could see time and time again, breaking lines and forward passes and forward runs. And, what he does as well is coming back in the game and, stealing the ball from the blind side from the attackers or from the defenders trying to weasel out of situations. So, again, it's just another argument for the guys and making case for themselves for more game time, which makes my job a joy because, to get this much pressure and to get this much excitement from the guys and to get a performance like this, I think this is what everyone wants. We've always preached about the collective, and we saw it on display tonight.
Next we'll go to John Lupo.
Bradley, just talk about the character that this team showed. San Jose had not lost a game on the road at home in almost a year, also with a heavily rotated squad with contributions from AZ and Sam. It just seemed like you got back to playing like yourselves tonight.
Yeah, good. It's just about belief, right? We've spoken a lot. We've shared a lot of reflections, and we've looked at a lot of video, and then we've also spoken about being free, right, in the moment, and trust the process and stay true to who we are. And you could see that, right? So we had good intentions in the last games, and we were penalized for small mistakes and minor details, and I felt we got a lot of those details back on track tonight.
Next we'll go to Sidney Hunt.
Bradley, the night is about Sam to some extent, scoring twice, of course, but Roman making some key saves down the stretch. I mean, that's to be a lift for you all, especially with so many players missing and so much rotation.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's massive, and I think San Jose, I watched them in preseason, and I said they're a really good team, and it's one to watch this season. And you could see it. You could see it on display the last couple of games, and you've seen through the progression of the season. So, they're breathing down our neck in the table. So, them playing at home, them pushing the game, and Espinoza is a live wire always down the sidelines, and then they make some changes and bring some new, fresh energy. So, yeah, I mean, I think a little late flurry was to be expected. They start, I think we could have finished the game off in a couple of moments there, Thomas has one or two chances. Blom arrives on top of the box. Nico Gioacchini in the transition. So I felt we had a couple of moments to put the game to bed. And then when you don't, I think it's totally natural that you're going to get a bit of pressure in the last few minutes. For me, it was just kind of weird that we get shown 7 minutes, then it's 8 minutes, and then they play 9:30 or something. So yeah, but credit to the boys, they stuck it out.
Next we'll go to Justin Horniker.
Hey, Coach, to kind of circle back on the internal competition conversation, Akil Watts, Josh Yaro get their first MLS starts tonight, doing the simple things really well. How do you as a coach manage that call for competition while also trying to make sure that players aren't getting frustrated because they're playing well and are still fighting for that play?
Yeah, I mean, I think are you talking about this season? Because Josh Yaro started. Josh Yaro started 6 years ago in MLS game, and Akil Watts started in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. So these are not new starts, new milestones for these guys, right? So it might be in this season that they get these starts, but yeah, listen, that's what it is. Guys knocking on the door, guys training hard, guys emptying the tank, guys keeping their nose clean and head down and working hard. And to be a good teammate is never easy, always. Just to have a squad and a roster who guys are feeling like for like, comparable, right? And then at the end of the day, it's our decision, the coaching staff, my decision, to try and put out the best team possible who thinks we can win the game, right? So, and we've been pretty successful up until this point. So then it becomes hard now to get guys minutes. But Josh is a true model citizen. I mean, Akil Watts is a true model. Training, day in, day out, emptying the tank, and you never hear a negative thing out of Akil or Josh Yaro. So these guys are easy to work with, and I would say the rest of them. I mean, they all push our buttons in the positive ways, and I said making my life a misery is a good thing because I want a lot of internal competition, and I believe that's the next step for us as a group to take it forwards to be really successful.
Next we'll go to Matt Baker.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. So a lot of the things you've been talking about are related to players who have opportunities. They've made the most of it. I think that's easy to say. But in the context of the last 3 games, was it always the plan to kind of come into this giving those players opportunities, or was this a result of the previous 2 games?
No, I think just the amount of load and the way the games have gone. It's a great question because depending on how those games prevail and how you manage them and how we push players. So after the last game, I thought, yeah, this is for us, sure. And, it's style of play related as well. Looking at the load and the numbers and who can turn around and who can go again. And so I think it was a great time to come up with a change like this with an away game against a really hard opponent. Just being true to principles and let this be a principle game, right? So nothing fancy, just making sure we stick to the guns, who we are, and let that be the victor on the day. And like I said, little fairy tale stories along the way. The Sam Adeniran narrative, it ends off in the perfect way. So yeah, all in all, a good away trip.
And we'll conclude with Tom Timmerman.
Had you thought about bringing Sam back before, either earlier this week or earlier in the 2 months since Klaus has been out?
I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. You know what I mean? So yeah, with the severity or the length of the time span, just thinking how far away is Klaus and not knowing where the road takes us and just looking at now the next prognosis. Let's get him back. And that I had a chat with Lutz a couple of days ago, and Lutz suggested, why don't we get him back? I think he's on good form, and I think he's been getting really some good quality minutes at the USL. And it all worked out in the end.
And then Tim Parker is the one guy that did all 270 minutes of these games. What do you say about how Tim, the oldest guy other than Berkey on the team, to do all that?
Yeah, listen, I mean, Tim, Jared, Roman, these guys are tired, but also they're pros. They know what the game dictates, and they know the style of play is ruthless. And those guys are, just as tough as they are in their bodies, tough in the mind as well, that they can cope with these scenarios. So when we talk about principles, we need those type of leaders on the field, just to set the tone and send the messages. Yeah, credit to Tim. He was massive out there again tonight, and hopefully he gets rewarded soon.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. Safe travels back.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
you.
Fred. See you.
See you.
Thanks.
Hey, Sam. Long time no see.
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome back. So what's this last couple of days been like between when you got the phone call to come here and to come to San Jose and getting to San Jose, and then what was tonight like for you?
Yeah, when I got the call, I was pretty happy to to come back and help the team, and then obviously tonight was just amazing to be able to help the team get that win. Felt great,
When did you get the call to find out you were coming, and what did it take to get there?
I think after training actually in San Antonio, my agent called me, and then after that, Lutz and Bradley gave me a call. So from there, it's pretty much just pack my bags as quick as I can, and then hopped on a flight on Friday morning.
So you found out on Thursday?
Yeah, on Thursday, yeah.
Next, we'll go to Ben Hochman.
Hey Sam, congrats on the win. I actually want to ask you about a teammate, AZ Jackson. Can you just describe what makes him so good out there? What impressed you tonight?
Man, AZ's like my best friend. That guy's an amazing player. He's so quick on the ball. And he contributed so well tonight. By winning that penalty for us. It was I think he had an amazing game. I think he played amazing. I think he always plays amazing. I think he brings something to this team that not many people have. He brings a sort of flair and quickness that not many people have. And for me, he's a great player.
Next, we'll go to John Lupo.
Sam, congratulations on the 2 goals tonight.
Thank you.
Just talk about when you stepped up to the penalty spot for that second goal when the game was at 1-1. Just what were you thinking? Did you see something maybe that you could tell with Marcinkowski tonight? So just talk about the penalty.
Yeah. Whenever I take penalties, I kind of just try to focus on myself. Focus on my breathing, and and just pick a spot and hit it there. I try not to let the goalkeeper use their tactics on me to try and get me off. And penalties they're hard to take in difficult situations, but I'm glad that I was able to score and help the team win. So
Next, we'll go to Sidney Hunt.
Sam, has it kind of sunk in? All that happened tonight, especially with you being in San Antonio a few days ago. And then all of a sudden, score your first MLS goals and win, helping your team not only break unbeaten or a winless streak, but now back at the top of the table. Has it kind of sunk in at all?
Man, kind of. I think it'll hit me when I'm on the plane, But yeah, it's been amazing, to come back. I didn't even really get a chance to train with the team, and to be able to help the team in this way is just a blessing, man. And I'm really grateful. So.
Next, we'll go to Justin Horniker.
Hey Sam, obviously, going from one team to another can be a little bit difficult, but is it a little easier when you have the comfort that you had in San Antonio and, being with this team in preseason? How easy is it just to get plugged back into the lineup like this?
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I think rather than it being a me thing, I think that's a credit to my teammates. They welcomed me back, so easily. Coming back, it didn't feel like I was a new player. I'm not a new player, so coming back in was pretty quick and easy. Same thing as when I went to San Antonio, it was quick and easy to adjust, and San Antonio and St. Louis have a lot of similar styles in their playing styles, so to get back in on the field wasn't too difficult.
We've got time for 2 more. We'll go to Matt Baker and wrap up with Tom.
Sam, did it feel like anything was different with this team from when you played with them in preseason and the first few games of the season versus now?
A little bit. And the reason I would say that is because at the beginning of the season, obviously I wasn't playing as much. And so I never really, got to get that rhythm. But from what I saw in this game, everyone was on it. Everyone was focused. Everyone was ready to compete. Everyone was ready to go all out. And that is definitely one thing that I saw in preseason and from the first day I stepped on the field with these guys. Everyone is out there giving their 100% no matter what.
We'll wrap up with Tom.
Sam, going back to April, what was your feelings when they loaned you out? You had shown well coming, in the few times you'd played. How did you feel about that?
I just wanted to play. That's the most important thing to me. I just wanted to play. Didn't matter where it was. I just wanted to play. And I felt that, and the club as well felt that the USL was a good place for me to go, get minutes and get fit and sharp, And obviously they called me back, and I'm grateful that they did, and I'm grateful that I can help the team because we've been in a bit of a rough patch, but I'm glad that we were able to get that win and kind of put that behind us.
It looked like the first goal was Rasmus put it right on your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rasmus, man. When it comes to those set pieces, Rasmus, he's great at them. He knows exactly where to put the ball. So credit to him.
All right, Sam. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time. Safe travels back.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you all.
Just how big a win is this for you guys, considering everything that was going on tonight?
Yeah, this is a big win and a great win for this team and this club. We knew coming into San Jose was going to be tough. We just had to come with that mentality as a unit, and we got the win.
Quick follow-up, Tom, or you want to?
Oh, well, yeah. Sam Adeniran was just praising your play. What about Sam coming in, not practicing with the team?
Yeah,
that's what he did.
It's very impressive from Sam. Sam's my boy. I'm really happy for him getting 2 goals coming in yesterday. Enjoying the group. We were all really happy to have him. He's a great teammate, great player. He's just gonna keep striving now. I'm just really happy he came in, and it was like he never left.
Next, we'll go to Ben Hockman.
Hey, congratulations! What a fun game tonight. Can you just describe your own, confidence and comfort playing tonight?
I think it just comes with reps. Bradley he's put me in the past run of 6 games, and I've been adapting better to the principles that he likes to see. And I feel like it was just second nature for me on the ball. All the work I've done on the ball is nothing new. I came into this game very confident. We came into this game very confident, and I feel like I strived off my teammates' energy.
Next, we'll go to John Lupo.
Sam, excuse me, AZ, you guys had 36% of possession tonight, but you really made it count. What was the game plan knowing they were going to have a lot of possession tonight?
We knew coming to this game, we just had to stay true to our principles. We knew they were going to be on the ball. We knew they like to have big switches, but we had to be on the front foot and forward defend, and I feel like we had our most success there.
Next we'll go to Justin Horniker.
Hey, Z, you make that kind of hustle play to win the foul that ends up being the penalty for Sam. Do you feel like that was kind of the ethos of your play, and that it's a kind of hard work to get to the spot and then kind of skill to hold the ball? How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like after they scored that first goal in the beginning of the second half, that we needed some extra energy and also some just instinct. I felt the ball was trickled, it went to the back line, and I felt like I just needed to keep going and create something out of nothing. And I felt like me trusting my instincts, I was able to help the team in that way.
Next we'll go to Matt Baker.
AZ, you've had success this year, both with City 2 as a sub with City and now starting. What do you feel it is about the system that's worked so well for you?
I feel like it's about how quickly we transition to attack. I feel like I adapted well in that aspect, being a technical player, but also my ability to press forward. Me growing up in the Rebels Academy, I know exactly what Bradley wants and what he wants to see.
We'll go back to Tom and then follow up with Ben.
Izzy, did you feel, did the guys like you, Josh, Akil, who aren't normally in the starting lineup, did you guys feel this was, a game for you to show? Do you guys kind of band together in a game like this?
I think we all, as a team, we band together. It's not just particular players that, me, Akil, or Josh, or Indy, or Tomas, we have the same confidence in everyone. So I felt like everyone had our backs into getting into this game, and it was like second nature to us on the field because we all have quality on this team, and we're all great players.
And then just the feeling after you guys give up that early goal in the second half, because you did that against Real Salt Lake, and it kind of went downhill from there. What'd you do? Anything different about that tonight?
Downhill, I feel like we just had to keep our heads in the game. I feel like the confidence in Berkey came up big for us in a lot of plays. Josh Yarrow had a great game. Blom, Sam, of course. I feel like we all did our part. Akil Watts as well. I feel like we all did our part as a team, and it showed again tonight because our unit was very solidified and strong.
We'll go to Ben.
Yeah, it's kind of hopefully more of a fun question, but Tom had written earlier this year that the great Wynton Marsalis is your godfather. I was just curious, do you have much of a relationship with him, texting, or is it just kind of something more from growing up with your dad and grandpa?
No, I talk to him from time to time. It's a little tough now because we're both traveling, but I'm very close with him and his family. He's known me since I was even born. He met my dad when he was 12 years old in Detroit, and from there it just took off. My dad's been playing with him since he was maybe 14, 15, I don't know, something like that. But I've always had a good relationship with Jazz and Lincoln Center.
Thanks.
We'll wrap up with Tom.
As you watched the final minutes of that game, what was it like as San Antonio keeps coming and creating chances and almost getting an equalizer, if not for Berkey?
San Jose, they did a good job. They were just flooding our back line, and it was tough for us to get on the front foot because it was so late in the game. 8 added minutes was tough, but we were able to manage, and Berkey just came up so big. And Isak, the subs that came on were extraordinary. Celio was great. Indy, Vasilev, household name. Everyone did their part today.
AZ, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. Safe travels home.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.